Hey, what's up, y'all? So it's your boy Paul. So let's get into some stuff for the stuff. But first off, like, share, subscribe, and join the channel. So let's get it down to the topics that we have today for the mess of the mess. And first up, let me just say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. But let's get down to our first topic that we got up, and that is let me see. Oh yeah. So it was a podcast where a group of ladies ended up sitting down and talking about friends. You know, if you're going through a situation and your friends have a court case, and no matter what the court case is, and they didn't show up for you, would you still be friends with them? Somewhat. I'm just paraphrasing in my head. So I don't have to think too much about it. So it's like, would you be, because they brought up the Diddy situation and people who had been to his parties and these so-called friends over 20 years or so what, and they're nowhere to be found. And the lady said, I wouldn't want to be caught up in that either, but they said, like, you'd be funny. I'm gonna be honest, when you're caught up in a situation like that, you definitely ain't gonna see me. Definitely it's gotta do with with something like, you know, something like that. I ain't definitely not showing up for you. I ain't got time to see you. You may if you call me when you do your little call and you hit me up, then you will get I answer the collect call. What up, bro? How you doing? Hey player. Hey bro, I do all that, but I ain't showing up no court case. I don't care if you're blood. You ain't seeing me show up nowhere. Stu, I got a clean record. You ain't get me caught up in your mess. So, I understood what they were saying. It make you question, like, is these really your friends? No. If you got something, if you didn't build, I say if you in a public light and you truly didn't build a life for yourself, but if you were really close to him and you didn't got yourself, if you ain't got yourself caught up in that mess of the mess and you can be a part of it, then I can see why you ain't said anything. You ain't said nothing. You just playing along. You just sitting on the sidelines. You just waiting for the to see how this gonna end, and then you all of a sudden, what's up? What's up, bro? What's up? You know how certain people do. People do that sometimes. Um, the only person that's been, riding and dying for him is Stevie J and Kanye. I said they're the only two people that's been riding and dying for him because Kanye and showed up to the courthouse doing his trials to make sure he there for Diddy. So, they're the only Stevie J was there doing the whole, being accused. So them the only two people that's actually been there other than his family, his mother, his children. That that's about it. So you really find out who's really close to you, but if you really have something to lose, I ain't sticking around for that. I like I see you after it's over, or you can call me and I speak to you and whatever. But that's about it. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about that one. So let's move on to the next. So let's get into this right here. So this I just ran into this morning when I woke up. I was like, wait a minute, let me see what's going on here. So apparently, these it was a group of TikTokers who had a panel, group of white men that actually ended up mocking Marvel's Ironheart, new series. And I ain't got a chance to watch it. I've been meaning to. It's been on my docket for me to watch that. I've been like, I know I'm supposed to watch something, and I always get sidetracked because I have other things to do. But I'm gonna sit down and watch it. But this black brother right here ended up telling about what happened because I be on TikTok, but this haven't came across my docket yet, my timeline. So I don't know what's going on. But he said it was a group of white men that actually was dogging the lead actress in this movie, talking about, oh, I already know what this movie gonna be like. You know, when you hear hip hop music, when she said step dead, you already know what's about to go down. I said, ugh. Yeah, then they was talking about her name, calling her name should have been Shanae Shishida. They was giving her all type of else. It was so disgusting, and it just proved that certain people can certain people can make money off of the skin tone of your skin. This side is allowed to do certain things that other people of this side are lighter or lighter or lighter. This cannot. And it's sad that you have to go through these type of things and to diminish this black woman and just assume that because she's the lead actress and that she's doing the job that she was called to do and picked to do because of her talent, that you assume that it wasn't, you didn't even critique the body of work, you didn't critique the series at all. You was dogging her as a person, which makes you less, you men less of people. It's just, it's sad. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. So let's move on past them losers. Let's get into the next. So we had the one and only what's her name? Oh God, I forgot her name. Chantel. Uh, what's the name from Dubai? I always forget this girl name. It's totally uh Sh- Chantel. I can't remember right now, and it ain't coming to blank. And I see it right here, and I still ain't got it. Chanel. I want to say Chanel. I don't know, but if y'all know what, tell me about it in the comments, in the chat. But she ended up critiquing her girl, Phaedra, reunion outfit, and said, "Girl, this is not it. This is a mess, girl. I ain't trying to be funny or mean, but yeah, this is a no." I said it sure was, cause I don't know what she had on. Cause I said, but you know the woman of all. I said coming from her, that should tell you everything, cause she's in gowns and all that in hot weather in Dubai. She knows a good thing or two when it comes to this ain't working. But I said, Faye, I said, girl, I don't know what you got on. I said, because that was a mess. And I said, I'm thinking the theme was where they went to what is it called? The girls trip. They went to the girls trip they went on um out of the country. I think that's the theme and probably what they was trying to become. But I said, what she got on did not match the thing. But it's what it is. Phaedra gonna be Phaedra. But I said, yeah, she could have picked something else. That's not cute. But moving on. Now, let's get into this mess in the mess. So we got Jackie Christie, oldest daughter, one of her oldest daughter came to the front. She did that little TikTok thing that goes on where you be outside of the camera and you be saying certain things and then you come back in and say, who said that? So she ended up doing that, talking about she think that the storyline on Basketball Wives this season with Jackie and Chantel is about her trauma that she went through with Jackie. And She said she thinking that Jackie may not have wanted her on the show so that she could actually talk about it. But she said it's been 10 years. She has healed and got over the trauma. They don't really, her and Jackie don't really speak and stuff. Don't even say happy birthday or any of that. But she gave her little one too. To me, I think that I said there could be, I said, I do think that Chantel may be the favorite child, you know, she may be the favorite, just like her baby brother. But there is some type of relationship that's actually need help. And I said, I think Jackie has a, we all know Jackie ain't that type. She ain't a good mom. She ain't a good mom. We know that. Overall, she has her ways, like every parent does. Every parent has their ways, and the way her and Chantel may have experienced the same thing that her older siblings experienced, but in a different form because she may be the favorite child, because of her skin tone, meaning she experienced certain things in a different way. But it, she may experience the same thing that they have experienced, but differently, if that makes sense. Um, and at this point, we seeing it. We getting to see bits and pieces of it slowly come out. But you can tell that Jackie trying not to let it not be on display on the show. But we'll find out sooner or later if it's gonna go down. We know that fight may go down, but we'll see how far that's gonna go. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about it, cause I don't know. I just think they all just need therapy really bad. And a part of me was thinking that Chantel may be going through postpartum because she did have a baby, baby boy, I want to say. So I'm thinking like maybe she going through a little postpartum dealing with that, having the baby, and then her childhood trauma dealing with her mother. It's all entwined, and that could be it. Y'all let me know in the comments. But let's move on past that. Let's get into one more thing that we got up, and that is Mickey D's. So apparently, I didn't know they actually stopped doing the DEI. They just stopped doing theirs back in January. And I said, when did this get past me? So apparently, I want to say the 24th for this, it went live that some people are actually boycotting Mickey D's from the 24th to the 30th of this month to show that we ain't riding it down with certain places that don't support you know minorities. So yeah, I said how Mickey D's gonna do that, because the majority of the people that work for y'all are minorities, are black folks. I said, shoot, they may not be, let's be real. The ones here where I live, them lazy, tired ass people, can't get a damn order right, but got an attitude out of the world. Got so many attitudes. Oh, they got attitude that don't even make sense. And it's like you gotta tell them, go in there and say the order over and over again until they get it right. I don't get it, but I'm I I just don't get how McDonald's can do that. It's like y'all best employees are the black folks, but it's what it is. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this whole thing. But let's move on. That's the last that I got for today. Mess of the mess. I may be back later, y'all, with a little something cooked up. But thank y'all for tuning in. It's your boy Paul. So hold up. Like, share, subscribe, and join the channel. Y'all have a nice day. Bye, y'all.